Yo, it's your boy J Dollar Sign, y'all. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Welcome back to another video. If you're a new person tuning into the channel, please do me a favor, a solid favor. Hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification button on, because the moment I drop a banger, you automatically get the notification for that. With that being said, y'all, we have a quick video for y'all. This one is a quick one, y'all. We got the one and only 63rd's boss, KingOpp, y'all. If you know KingOpp Wooski, oh my god, we got FBG Wooski, y'all. A quick little history on Wooski, y'all. At this time, he is currently 27 years old, y'all. He turned 27 years old like 9 months ago, to be honest with y'all. So Wooski is 27 years old. You know what's crazy about Wooski, y'all? Here's how I knew about Wooski, y'all. Back then, just following Little J, like in the war in Chirac and things like that. Of course, at the time, Little J and Chief Keef was going at it, like, you know what I'm saying? Once Chief Keef took off, Little J was the GD that was going off back and forth at Chief Keef. He was like Chief Keef's biggest op. If you haven't watched Lil J's video that I dropped recently, by the way, and I dropped him for Chief Keef, make sure you watch those two so you can get more details into like the Chief Keef and Lil J and Lil JoJo and things like that. But yeah, where FBG Wooski comes from is like Lil J was that one guy that like in every song he has, right? Even if you don't see FBG Wooski in the songs, but FBG Wooski was that unknown name that Little J always give like a shooter shout out to. Like always. He always be like, I have my XYZ Wooski knock you up. You know, he'll say something like that. He always throw some shout out to FBG Wooski. But I never knew who Wooski was. But like, well, I've never seen his face. Like I said, he's like that unknown shooter that you just don't know who. But like, he always gets some credit from Lil J. Lil J would always mention his name. People didn't tap into it, but I did, because I used to listen to literally every song those guys drop. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. 2012, I was on that. I was on that, yo. I was listening to those songs like every day, yo. That was my shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But yeah, with that being said, though, FBG Wooski at the time wasn't rapping. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, a lot of those guys like wasn't rapping to begin with. They were like kind of like more doing things on the street way. But then later on is the next man up type stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, it'd be the next, like at some point you'll have like, who knows, LeBron James running the Lakers right now. But once LeBron is getting old, he retires or something happened, guess what? Is the next man up type stuff. You know what I mean? So with Wooski, that's what happened to him. In 2020, y'all, oh my god, that was the first time I heard of Wooski on a beat or anything like that. The year of 2020. He dropped I forgot what that Computers. Yep, he dropped a Computers, because I don't know if y'all know Bobby Shmurda and then what's his name? But yeah, but Bobby Shmurda's Computers. Everybody was harping on that remix. By the way, I think Little Herb had one of the craziest one on that one too. His remix was crazy. But Wooski took that remix by, like, he took that. If anyone had the best remix, it was Wooski. Yo, when I say he went off, man, that was the first time I heard him on a song to begin with. But he killed that, like he killed that beat. Like anyone can tune it up, like search literally FBG Wooski Computers remix. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. Like I let the fact speak for itself. You tap in yourself and find out. But I'm telling you, that's when I first heard Wooski on the beat or anything like that. But yeah, fast forward, and King Louie ended up having like that song called Big Old Nigga. It's called Bond, B-O-N. But Lil Durk had one for it, a remix for it, and then I heard of course FBG Wooski dropped another one for that one. So the thing with Wooski though, he ended up getting shot in the head, because like I don't know how he made it, but that guy is like, he like a lot of those guys, they're like John Wick, yo. They're like, who knows, a Terminator. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna call him a Terminator, because like, but you know, they get shot so many times, they just never pass away or anything. Which I'm happy about that. They're still alive. That's why I don't want no one to pass away. But he survived a couple gunshots, like so many times, and like I said, so he ended up losing his voice though. Like, so when he dropped the B.O.N. the BON, it was like a diss slash like remix. Once he dropped that, the BON remix, yo, he was shot at the head at that time. So you could see his voice changes and everything. But yo, he still killed that song. Yo, when I tell you Wooski is like, he's like a rapper that's not even a rapper. You know what I'm saying? He just made the music just because he had to be the next person up. Because Little J and them ended up being locked up. So at that point, all those guys kind of have to start leaving the street and making some music themselves too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like FBG Wooski, yo, he killed that song too. But yeah, I don't know too many songs of Wooski. He, like I said, he don't really rap like that. But it just, whenever he does actually, like, if he doesn't take this rap thing seriously, but it's like if he does drop something, yo, I guarantee you, you might as well, he's gonna burn that studio down, bro. That's how fire this shit is. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. But yeah, like it's FBG Wooski, y'all. KingOpp, that's his nickname. KingOpp. I don't know, but that's like his little nickname, y'all. He is currently 27 years old. Like I said, yo, he is a driller, but like he does make some music here and there too, and he is crazy about it. You know what I mean? But I just want to make sure these guys move out of Chicago, man. Disappear from Chicago, man. Stay out of the way, man. Cause you cannot, like I said, these dudes got shot so many times in the head, man, and he's still alive. So just like I was saying for King Louis too, they gotta, you know, find their way out of Chicago, man. Cause like I said, you don't wanna live and die in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Please, yo. I'm just sending you some flowers to Wooski, man. Cause like I said, you survive all those gunshot and you still alive, man. It looks like you've been through it all, bro. So, but bottom line, man, just stay out of that way, bro, and change your life around, bro. Change your life around, because at the end of the day, it's either you're gonna go to prison or you pass away, and we don't want that. You know what I'm saying? We're pushing for guys to stay kings. You know what I mean? We want you to be a young king. So part of that is get yourself out of the streets, bro. So yeah, with that being said, if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on that notification, guys. Turn that on for me, yo. Turn that on. I want to make sure everything I drop, you'll get it, because I got a lot of bangers coming at you. They're gonna come at you like fast, like those Manny Pacquiao punches, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you know, you know. But alright, y'all, it's your boy J Dollars.